Hello, my name is Pedro Nunes. I am an Etoro popular investor, and in this video I will speak about the steps you need to take to achieve financial freedom. I want to talk about this topic because I have achieved financial freedom since 2019. This is my experience. There are many ways and possibilities to achieve financial freedom. Each person has to find the best way that suits them. But what is financial freedom? In simple terms, financial freedom is when your passive income allows you to pay all your expenses on a continuous and regular basis. There are many types of passive incomes, but in this video I will speak about two: investing in real estate, which was the way I achieved financial freedom, and investing in the financial markets. But what does it take to achieve financial freedom? I will give you 5 steps. The first step is saving, accumulating, and compounding. The important is not what we earn. The important is what we keep. When we accumulate, we can start to invest, but we can never forget that in order to continue to accumulate, we cannot lose our investments. And this is the reason why it's so important not to take too much risk in order not to lose our full investment. If we continue, the investment starts to compound on the several periods. One of the ways you can do this is to invest in a passive fund like the SPY ETF of the S&P 500 index. The second step is diversification. We all know that we cannot put our eggs in the same basket. But in terms of financial freedom, we must acknowledge too that we cannot depend on a single source of income. This is why if some people invest traditionally in the stock market, that person should also put some of his capital in Bitcoin, for instance. In the same way, someone who invests mainly in cryptocurrencies should also invest a small portion in different securities. The third step is to have an emergency fund. If we have such a fund, we don't need, in a time of distress, to sell our investment. And this is particularly bad if we have to do it in a moment of market distress. The size of such a fund depends on our personal circumstances, but if we have such a fund, we will only invest in the stock market the money we can afford to lose. The fourth step is to live below our means. Every process of financial freedom starts by living below our means in an initial phase. This doesn't mean that we cannot have an amazing life and that we cannot spend on the things that are necessary to us and priorities, but this means that we have to cut into what's unnecessary. The fifth step is to invest in financial markets. Investing in the financial markets is historically the kind of investment that gives you the greatest return. It is a slow and gradual process, but that in the long term leads you to excellent results. We have to have the patience, the consistency, and the determination to endure this process in order to get our freedom.